from downtown Manzanola, Colorado, in the waiting room of Shady D's 24-hour dispensary. Bud and Bobby D are back in the house. It's a couple of white dudes!
Whew.
Bobby, what's up, Bobby D?
That intro guy just gets better and better, doesn't he? Like a good...
I think he's boning our accountant.
Ooh, we have an accountant? Why do we have... There's nothing to account.
Randy.
Randy, baby. Yeah! It was naughty.
That's a man, baby.
That's what she said. Yeah, boy, another crazy week, huh? 16 days of protesting in America. It's like the 1960s again. I got 3 words for you cities out there, okay? Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, we're the flyover states. We're the deplorables.
The afterthoughts.
We're the rural areas. We're the all the areas that you city folks look down your nose at.
Rural area. We're not
as much as you don't give 2 fucks about us, we don't give 2 fucks about you. Burn your shit down.
Reciprocity.
Don't give 2 fucks. That's your shit.
Don't come here. Stay in California. Stay in
New York, Baltimore, Chicago,
St. Louis,
wherever you want.
Kansas City.
Seattle. I actually, Bobby, am kind of for the revolution. I've been preaching about it for the longest time. I think politicians are archaic and we don't need them anymore. And I kind of like to see these kids rising up. I hope they're doing it for the right reasons. The government's been out of control for a long time, expanding. Since
the end of the war.
Knee on our necks. And now,
Figuratively, not literally, folks.
Yeah, who's our enemy, Bobby?
Big government.
And?
The media.
Yeah.
The 4th branch of said government.
Oh, yeah.
Which has always been controlled. Always. We always talk about now. It's controlled by 6 family. In the old days, it was controlled by 2 people.
We all get along, and believe it or not, there's a lot of diversity here, and we just could care less about your skin color. We've said
or your religion, or your politics.
Mind your own business.
What we care more about is how you comport yourself as a human being on a daily basis.
But I'm with these kids with the revolution, Bobby, because like I said, I think the government's out of control, and the cops have long been an arm of the government forcing their will upon us. So not all are bad. Just like there's bad apples and everything.
Just like, believe it or not, I gotta believe out of the 535 people in Congress, on the flip side, there's got to be a couple of good ones. With anything, there's going to be. Come on, there has to. It's a math thing. I'm not saying there's 100 good ones. There's got to be 3 or 4, or maybe 5.
There's nothing lower form of life, in my opinion, in the United States than a politician.
Oh, come on. What about a sports writer? No, I'm kidding. That's a little trying to lighten it up.
Well, they're all out of work now. How can they be?
Well, golf returned. We had live golf today.
Really?
Honest to God. They got a little tournament
the
going.
Tiger?
I don't know any of the particulars because I don't get the right channel, but I will be getting that. That'll be for the next installment. We'll leave Eldrick.
Yeah, we'll go.
Let's leave Eldrick alone.
Let's leave him
alone
for right now. All right, let's get back to the revolution. So, the rich elites and the media types, they're scared and they're trying to throw the race card at us, folks, and trying to divide us, and we shouldn't allow them to do that because
don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't buy it.
Don't do it.
It's stupid.
United will change some stuff, and there's stuff that needs to be changed for sure. Did you see that in Seattle? They took over 8-10 blocks of downtown. I cordoned it off and got armed guards, and
I put a call into my guys in Seattle.
They're going to call it Cascadia
to find out exactly how true all of that stuff was, to see if it was nonsense.
No, I was reading it and watching the news reports on the internet. And
I've heard
they want to call it Cascadia and have it be a utopia and.
So what happens to those businesses that are in Cascadia?
Well, exactly. And what happens when the meth runs out?
Did they just get seceded?
In Cascadia.
Are they pretending like they're
American? What happens when the food runs out in Cascadia?
And the water.
And the meth.
I think that's more of a heroin town, actually.
What happens when the Black Johnny's gone?
It's gonna what's gonna happen. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly, and it's gonna get ugly real quick. Let's keep our heads let's not let's not act before we think. So many times in these things, you want to go all. Everybody wants to go all Sonny Corleone and immediately go to the mattresses and go to war rather than think these things through. It's kind of a metaphor, folks. Let's just think and let common sense prevail.
One of the best scenes out of that movie is when he's boning his future sister-in-law before she gets married.
Come on, the best scene in the movie.
Just hammering it up against there.
Is when the guy wakes up with the horse's head in it. That's the best scene in all of that. It's a great
thump her head off the door. Thump.
He's very randy, folks. He's randy. He's naughty. No, it'll be interesting to see what happens. It's like Thursday. It'll be interesting to see what happens over the weekend.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how much the COVID kills the protesters because we had a doctor come back today. I talked to his kid, and he helped me on the job today, and he said they're only quarantining the old man 5 days. He was out of state, and when he came back to the hospital, so obviously the incubation period's down to 5 days. They're figuring not 2 weeks. And
on the flip side, though,
he gets to go back to seeing patients after 5 days and stuff.
Well, I know.
I mean, they brushed COVID under the thing, but
it took a total
now
action.
you're seeing there's a lot of spikes in numbers.
So here's the flip side of that coin of the 5 days. So we had
Thursday, so
Nazi light. Anyway. Oh, look at that.
We're in Colorado, brother.
Manzanola. It's
Colorado.
It's about a 5-hour one-way drive from Manzanola to Golden.
And the weed smell here is incredible because we're at Shady D's dispensary.
Without
24-hour dispensary. Illegal. We're in Colorado. It's all legal.
It's all good in the.
It's recreational. I think there's lots of states trying to get it on the ballot this year. See, that's the thing. Why do we have to ask these motherfuckers permission to do shit like that? To smoke some weed, or to eat some shrooms, or to drink beer. It's not your fucking business, government motherfuckers. See, people, we got to get rid of these people and the nasty little bureaucrats that help support them. Hey, you nasty little government ticks, go start your own business. Like we did. Jesus Christ. Go get you some redneck duct tape.
Look at that, huh? Talk about redneck.
Working man hands.
Not bad at all.
You think that was the grease that makes us move, or the mechanics,
we are
the doctors,
lubricant that greases the wheels that runs that then later runs us over.
The ranchers.
We grease the own wheel that runs us over.
Shit, Bobby, these fucking ranchers decide they don't want to feed these people anymore. What's going to happen?
Or the farmers.
That's why I don't think these kids think,
you got it.
When they cord them off and cut the water off and cut the power off and cut the internet off.
Think it through. Think before you act, so we don't wind up with more egg on our face. Remember, you cannot unring a bell.
Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
It's tough to roll that toilet paper back up.
Can't unfuck that pussy.
Oh, he's raunchy, isn't he? He's raunchy.
Hey, wash your hands.
You filthy animals.